How's it going, everybody? Well, it is finally done. This is the culmination in my Halloween franchise review series. It is the ranking video. Halloween is my favorite horror franchise of all time. My second franchise only to Star Wars. There is no amount of words that can describe the love that I have for this franchise. My ranking, I know, will be a bit controversial for some. For some, it will be pretty close to spot on with a few exceptions. But I doubt anybody out there has the exact same ranking I do. I'm sure there is someone somewhere that has one. I just don't think they watch my channel. At least not yet. Guys, I just want to say thank you for the reception that this review series has gotten. I've had so much fun doing it, whether it was a good film or a bad film I was reviewing. They were all a blast to do. So I am going to start with the number 12 film. Why is there 12, you ask, instead of 11? Because there's only 11 films, right? I am including the producer's cut of Part 6 in this ranking as its own separate film. So let's get right into it, shall we? Number 12, we have Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I hate this film. As much as I can't stand the next film on this list, it does not piss me off the way this one does. This, I feel, was Rob Zombie basically telling all Halloween fans to go fuck themselves. And I hated him for it. Now, I still love Rob Zombie, don't get me wrong, but for this entry, I hated him. I wanted to rip his head off and shit down his throat. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is an abysmal mess. It is the worst horror movie ever made, in my opinion. Coming in at number 11, on a slightly happier note at least, is Halloween 3. I can't stand this movie. I think it is the dumbest piece of garbage ever made. Rob Zombie's Halloween, as I said, it pisses me off. This one doesn't piss me off. This one makes me shake my head in disgust and wonder why anybody likes it. I just don't get it. Now, I know that people have their own opinions. They're just not my opinions. Coming in at number 10, we have the 2007 Rob Zombie Halloween remake. This is another film that makes me angry, but not near as angry as the second one does. And I don't think it's quite as bad as Halloween 3. So that's saying something, Rob. You moved up a notch in my book. At least for this. I still feel that if they were to just start this movie from the point where Michael escapes, take out all of Laurie's scenes with her friends and her family, or at least the dialogue from those scenes, it can be an enjoyable film. I think Tyler Mane is a good Michael in this film. I did not like him in the second film, but I really still feel that's more Rob Zombie's fault. Coming in at number 9 is most people's bottom of the barrel movie, and that is Halloween Resurrection. Halloween Resurrection, I do not like this movie. I used to be, as I said in my review, one of those people who said, oh, it's okay for the first 10-15 minutes, then it sucks. Now I think the whole thing sucks. As I watched it over and over again over the years, I've come to realize that that first 10 or 15 minutes is not a good salute to Jamie Lee Curtis. It is a slap in the face to Jamie Lee Curtis and to the Laurie Strode character. I do not like the treatment she got. I don't think it was handled properly. I still salute this film for trying something different. It just didn't work. So from here on up, guys, these are all movies that I enjoy, all movies that I like. From here on up, I don't feel there's a bad movie there. Some people will definitely disagree with that. I know that for sure. Coming in at number 8, I have Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers Producer's Cut. Now, the reason this movie comes in here, because its counterpart comes in a bit higher. I like this movie, but all the changes that they put into it in the producer's cut that I thought were negatives were not good enough to make it higher. Does that make sense? If not, that's okay. I don't know if it makes sense to me either. Coming in at number 7 is a film that I feel is completely underrated and people give so much shit to, that it does not deserve, and that is Halloween 5. I love Halloween 5. I think this is an amazing movie. It is intense. It's scary in a lot of places. It's the entire third act is just amazing. One of the best third acts, in my opinion, in this franchise, and it's got some good competition. Halloween H2O has a great third act. Halloween 1 has a great third act. Halloween 2018 has a great third act. All these films have great third acts, but Halloween 5 I still feel is tremendously undersold. Halloween 5 is a damn good movie. And everybody says, oh, it's goofy and silly. So what? It's not goofy where Michael's concerned. Alright, the teardrop may be a little over the board. But hey, like I said, he had allergies. Get over it, people. See how I'm in such denial about things that I want to defend? It's still a good movie. Coming in at number 6 is Halloween H2O. Now, a lot of people have debated how good this movie is. I've always really liked this movie. There's a lot about this movie I don't like, but it doesn't outweigh all the pros. And I think a lot of that has to do with the nostalgia for me and where it came in when I first saw this movie, how old I was, the people I was with, the friends I was with. It will always hold a very special place in my heart. Coming in at number 5 on my list is Halloween 4. Now, this movie's taken a bump, and it's because there are now new movies in the franchise that I just really enjoyed. But Halloween 4 is still a time-honored classic. I love this movie so much. Such a great film. I love Rachel's character. I love Jamie's character. I love Michael in this movie. George P. Wilbur, one of my favorite shapes of all time. Just an awesome movie. Very cool. The Mask brings it down just a little bit, gotta say. Coming in at number 4, we have Halloween 2018. This new movie, what can I say that I didn't say in my review? It blew me away. It was amazing. It was fun. Anybody that talks about the humor in this movie needs to take a second look at this film and just needs to take a chill pill because they're nuts and they have no idea what they're talking about. And I'm not saying I don't respect your opinion. There's a lot of my friends out there that didn't like it. Please don't take this as an insult. I am not attacking you. I just think you are attacking the wrong parts of this film. There's literally 2 or 3 jokes in this movie. It had some things that I did not like, but the humor wasn't one of them. And people are blowing that way out of proportion. I'm sorry, guys, that's just my opinion. I hope you take that with all due respect that I mean it in. I just think you're nuts. Sorry. And that scene, once again, where Michael puts on the mask and closes the trunk of the car, just sends goosebumps down my spine. I can't even describe. It's so amazing. And I think that The Mask is one of the best in the franchise. It's so amazing. That's awesome. I love it. It's right up there. Love it. Love it. Coming in at number 3 is the original sequel to the 1978 Halloween, Halloween 2. This is just such an awesome film. I love Dick Warlock. I like the slow burn feel in it. I love the gratuitous kills. I love all of it. All of it. This will always be one of my favorite Halloween films of all time. It's just a great movie. What can I say? Coming in at number 2 is where a lot of people are going to probably give me crap for, but that is Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I love The Curse of Michael Myers. I love this movie. And now I am be specific here. This is the theatrical cut. I love the theatrical cut. I think it is amazing. It is just a great film overall. People don't get it still. Listen to the dialogue in this movie, especially when the man in black is talking. Listen to his dialogue. Listen to what he says. The Cult of Thorn is not what gave Michael his powers. They are there because of Michael. Listen to the dialogue again. I love how they think they can control Michael and they can't, and he just wipes them all out. I'm glad that they don't have the whole Michael raped his niece storyline, because it just doesn't make any sense at all. But this movie is Michael at one of his most brutal, at one of his best points. George P. Wilbur plays Michael so good in this movie, it makes him just almost just basically tied with Nick Castle for my favorite shape. And I gotta say, James Jude Courtney, same thing. Nick Castle, George P. Wilbur, James Jude Courtney, all on the same line when it comes to good Michaels. They're just All three amazing. I love them all. Well, guys, coming in at number one, and it's no shock to anybody because I talk about it all the time, is the original 1978 John Carpenter Halloween. This movie is just untouchable. No horror film will ever compare to this movie. If it does, that will be a miracle. And there are some great horror films out there, guys, but this is the creme de la creme. This is the top of the heap. This is the big cheese of all the cheese in Wisconsin. There is no better movie than Halloween 1978. It set the template for every horror movie that's come after it. And I'm not just talking about slashers. This set the template for slow burn movies. It set the template for the slasher. It set the template for intense thrillers. It set the template for tension. This movie just did it all. And I guarantee you there's probably not a single horror director out there that doesn't give a big thumbs up and a big nod to their inspiration being John Carpenter and 1978's Halloween. Anyways, this is BroncoJuggalo. I want to thank you all again for watching this series with me, being a part of it with me, and just having a blast with me. So, what do you guys think? What do you think, Rob Zombie, Michael Myers? Die! Your opinion doesn't count anyways. This is BroncoJuggalo in his head saying, peace out, y'all.